Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today I just want to film a very casual video about how I didn't have a phone for 5 months. So about like a month ago, I post an Instagram story saying that I didn't have a cell phone plan for 5 months, and a lot of you has so many questions about that. So I thought I will film a video to kind of answer all your questions and also give myself a little review of what's going on before, because I think this is really interesting. I've never done something like this before, and I think it is something that kind of worth talking about, especially right now. I'm practicing minimalism and trying to be more mindful and trying to spend less. So I want to kind of talk about it and tell you all the tips and tricks of how to live without a cell phone plan for 5 months. So I collect all your questions and I put them together in a document. Like a lot of you just simply want to know how. How did I do this? I was using T-Mobile Pay As You Go. I believe that's the name of the plan. So there's no contract. It's just like month to month. Whenever like the month end, I just refill more money and put more money into the plan. So the plan I had before was $45 per month. So every month I would just refill $45 into that account, and I have unlimited data, like up to 3 gigabyte, which is not a lot, but like enough for me. I was just paying that every month. And then until this year, 2020, we all know what happened. Like in the middle of March, New York kind of just shut down, like, the pandemic hit and the whole city just like locked down. And, we all spent a lot of time indoor. So I spend a lot of time inside anyways because I work from home. But especially with the lockdown, I have internet at home. If I'm staying at home all the time and I can use my intellect to do all my work, I can check social media and I can watch videos, I can do a lot of things. And also I have an iPhone. So if I want to text people, I can just text them. If they have an iPhone, I can just text them iMessages without any charge because iMessage is using the Wi-Fi network. So I just thought to myself, why am I paying $45 per month? I also want to say that I am pretty broke. So that is a lot of money, just kind of, I feel like throwing away every month. June 2020, all of a sudden I just realized that I don't have to spend this. Oh, Sesame is here. So I just thought to myself that maybe I don't have to spend this much money on the cell phone plan. So I kind of just want to try it out and see what it would like to have no cell phone plan. So I talked to the T-Mobile customer service and they told me that if I just simply stop refilling money to my account, if I just like stop refilling, then I have 5 months grace period that I can still keep my number. So my number will still be active without any money in the account. So that gave me 5 months till November 6th. From June 6th to November 6th, that's 5 months. I ended maybe a week or two earlier than that. I will talk about that later. But I just want to say that this is like the longest time I've ever gone without a cell phone plan, basically without a cell phone outside. I'm going to put up all the questions I collect. So why did I do it? I kind of talk about that. Was this a personal experiment? You could say that. Did you go outside though? Yes, I did go outside. Did you miss your apps when you were out and about? So that's something I want to talk about it, because I think that also fits into this whole concept of minimalism. I have no data when I'm out, so I couldn't check any social media, I couldn't check email, I couldn't check anything. I would just focus on walking. And that really, I think, to me, even now, I have a cell phone plan now, I really miss the time when I had no choice but to focus on the present, focus on the moment. So it forces me to be more mindful and to be more present of what I was doing. So that brings next questions. A lot of people ask me how to use GPS to get from place to places. I actually discovered this while I was traveling in Europe. When I was in Europe, I didn't have the data as well. So I could only use, I think, Wi-Fi outside, but I had to, get Wi-Fi at certain stores or certain locations. So here's something I'm not sure, maybe some of you don't know, or maybe most of you don't know, that if you want to go somewhere, I just pull up the address and then I search direction. So basically I just did all this planning at home while I have Wi-Fi at home, and then I have all this plan set up. And then what you do is you just keep this page on your phone. Do not close it. You just keep it on your phone, and then when you go outside, even if you don't have data, even if you immediately lose your data when you are out, you can still access this map. So because I already have all this station I can go, so I can already check, okay, I'm going to from this station to that station, and then how about after the station, right? So after the station, you still keep this map active on your phone, and then you basically just kind of zoom in, and then you just follow wherever is on your GPS. Don't touch anything. The key is do not touch anything. Say if I'm walking from the subway station to my destination, I can still see myself. I can still see the dot moving from where I was towards the destination. So that's the way how you use GPS outside. When I was in Europe, I just look up all the plan when I was in the hostel or wherever I was staying, and I would just keep the map, and then I just walk according to wherever the Google Map was telling me. Say if you want to go to multiple destinations, there's another way that you could do that. You can download the map, and that will give you offline access to go from one location to another, and then you can download as many as you want, and then you can access from, I think it's your offline map. And that's how I did it when I was in Europe. I just download a bunch of offline maps, because I had no idea where I was going, and I was unfamiliar with all the neighborhoods. So I was able to just travel by myself and use with no data in Europe as well. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. This is how I navigate when I was outside. Here's another question. What did your friends think about it? Most of my friends, they accept this pretty good, but they did forget about it often. I would tell them beforehand that I don't have data outside. I cannot see your message and I cannot reply a message when I'm out. And that's also something I actually had to say a lot to people, because I was also selling stuff online. Like I was selling my secondhand stuff online, and I was also giving away stuff online. And I had to tell people beforehand that if we were going to meet up at a location, I need to tell them that, okay, I don't have data outside. And most people will understand that. Actually, I think it's even better. Like now I think about it, it's even better if you are going to say meet up with some strangers. I think this happened to me that when I was selling stuff online, like my secondhand stuff, like some people will ask me, oh, what's your number? Like, give me your number. And I didn't want to give them my number, so it's not necessary. I just told them that I don't have a phone right now. Let's just chat through the messenger, like the Facebook Messenger or whatever. That way actually simplify this whole process. And yeah, I think to me that's even better in that sense, that I don't have to give my number to strangers, or like people cannot reach me, like like say even if like some strangers want to like got my number, I want to, like they cannot find me. And so I want to talk about like how do I call my friends. So like I said before, I have an iPhone, so whenever my friends said let's chat, I would just tell them I can do iMessage or I can FaceTime. Luckily, most of my friends have iPhones. I think I could do that because of iPhone. You can even make phone calls. You don't have to make video calls. You can just make audio call. And I want to say that it's the same thing with City Bike app. If you are in New York or if you're in other city that have this bike sharing service app, if you open your City Bike app at home under Wi-Fi, you keep this page open. The reason for this is you want to get all these available stations, so I know where I can get access to the next station. And when you go outside and you keep this open, you can still be able to use this GPS to find the next station. And you probably will ask, okay, if I'm at the station, how do I unlock the bike if I don't have data? So yeah, actually a lot of cities, like for example, New York City, you can actually get free public Wi-Fi. Like near where I live, there's actually this whole street that there's this free public Wi-Fi that you can connect in your phone. If you know where you can get reliable free Wi-Fi outside, definitely use that advantage. So for example, if I know which station, say City Bike station has free public Wi-Fi, I will go to that station and then I will use that public Wi-Fi to unlock my City Bike. So I don't have to have a data in order to use City Bike, in order to use any service in that matter. So this one time I was going to unlock my City Bike and I couldn't because I didn't have data. I just asked this older guy next to me and asked him, can you give me your hotspot? And he looked at me and he said, what's hotspot? So and then I taught him how to use hotspot to transfer his data on his phone to me. And he was really nice, and he was like, I have nothing else to do. I'm happy to learn how to use this. So I borrow people's hotspot. he ended up transfer his hotspot from his phone to me, and I was able to use his data. It was just like, quick minute, like 1 minute or two. I was able to use that to unlock my bike. It really helps you to come up with creative solutions when you're outside, to ask help, to talk to people. I think to me that's new experience, and I definitely enjoyed that. The next question is, why did you end it? So like I said, I was going to end it after the 5 months grace period. I had to stop it like a week or two before, because I have to have a phone number in order to register this really important service that I was getting. Like a government registration is something that's really important to me. So that's why I end up stop this experimentation. So, but I was also researching for cheaper cell phone plans, because I don't want to pay, 45 per month, even though that's not a lot for some people. I know a lot of people pay way more than that, but to me, that's something I feel like I was paying too much. So I was doing some research on more affordable cell phone plan, and I found this cell phone plan called Mint Mobile. It is only $15 per month. It shares the same network as T-Mobile, and I get unlimited data for the first 3 gigabytes. So it's basically the same to me. I can also get to keep my old number, the number I was using for many years. So it all end up work out. I've been using it for a month right now. It's been great, and I'm back to the old life. So if you want to try out this more affordable cell phone plan, I also have a referral link down below that you can get $15 free for your plan. So yeah, if you want to check it out, feel free to click the link below and you will get $15 for free. I think the last question for me is, will I do this again? I am tempting to do this again when the opportunity arises. The first day or two when I was back with the cell phone plan, I felt this, freedom. I felt this immediate freedom that, oh my God, I could actually check my phone outside. I can, check whenever I want, wherever I want, and yeah, it felt great to have this instant access to all the informations. But after using it for a month, I feel like, I'm starting to get addicted to cell phone again. I find myself, checking my Instagram when I was walking outside, while I was waiting for something, instead of kind of just slow down and appreciate what's around me. I think that's more important, to be able to actually appreciate the moment and appreciate what's around us. So maybe in the future, I might try this again. I don't know when, especially now I have this more affordable cell phone plan. But I would like to try it again, like not just for saving money, but also not become kind of a slave of our cell phone. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if I have any questions, because I'm sure there are a lot of things I didn't cover. They're just like, I have so many thoughts about this whole experiment. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and give me a thumbs up or like of the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.